Hey you guys, I'm going to show you how to put together a 120-inch projector screen from Silver Ticket, model number STR169120, diagonal 16 by 9 4K Ultra HD Ready HD TV 6-piece fixed frame. What you're looking at here is the after picture of my projector screen after I put it up a couple nights ago. And I will say that I am extremely satisfied with it. It's super fun. This is the first projector and projector screen I've ever bought, and I must say I'm totally happy with it, and I'm so happy that I gave away my TV. I mean, I wasn't using it, I wasn't going to get much for it, and I said, you know, what the hell, you know, somebody else needed it more than I did. Anyway, so I gave that away. So this is the Silver Ticket 120-inch. This is the after picture of after me setting it up, and it was super easy to set up. You're about to see a before picture here. Let's see, it's about to pop up. There it is. This is also an awesome screen that I was using. I bought it on eBay for 34 bucks. You can't beat it. It's a foldable screen. It's from Excelvan, I believe, and I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. This is the first time I've ever bought a projector screen, so I didn't know what I was getting into. But if you're just starting out, the screen you're looking at is super great. It's awesome. It's foldable, and the downside to this screen is that it's transparent, so you can totally see. I don't know if you can tell behind that screen there is a rock wall, it's actually wallpaper that's up there, but if you look real hard when you're watching a movie, you can actually see through that screen, and obviously too, the wrinkles that you see there are the only downside. But if you're just starting out and you've never bought a projector screen before, this is the way to go, just to kind of size up your projector as you project onto the wall. So it's perfect for that. And we are about to get into the unboxing. This is the actual new projector screen that I bought from eBay. I paid it was Amazon. I paid $250 for it. Alright, here we go. We're about to dive into it, guys. It's super fun and super easy. So don't let this thing intimidate you. It only took me probably about 2.5 hours to put it together. Alright, the first thing you want to do is lay out your long pieces, pretty much lay your whole frame out as you see there. And you're going to want to use, or I recommend using blankets so that no felt gets on your actual frame, because it is made of black felt. So what you want to do is take this metal piece here, and this is the long part of the frame, so you want to slide in your metal piece. It's going to connect the two larger parts of the frame. And again, guys, this is super easy, and don't let it scare you. It's super easy to do. So you take this piece here and you slide it in, and there's going to be two of these pieces, one for the bottom, one for the top, obviously. And the longer parts of the frame have two huge pieces to connect with, and the sides of your frame are one piece each. So you're going to want to connect the top and the bottom with this little bar here. And also too, there's going to be flat head screws and round screws. It is recommended to use the flat head screws for the top and bottom of your frame, the pieces that are that you put together with this silver piece here. So you'll see in a minute that I am going to use the round screws, but thanks to Projector Produce Reviews, I'm going to give a shout out to him. He was super helpful in me putting this together. These are the round screws. These are the screws you want to use for the corners of the frame. And you want to use the flat head screws at the top of the screen there in the bag. You want to use those for the bottom and top part of your frame. You should have 18 round screws. Let's see, there's 4 per corner, I believe. So 4 times 4 is 16, but I think there's actually 18 there. Maybe they gave extra screws, but again, you want to use your flat head screws at this point here. And I corrected that later after I noticed I was doing the wrong thing, but it's recommended to use the flat head screws on the top and the bottom. So I of course have a lucky enough to have an electric screwdriver there, and that's always recommended. It's a lot faster, but the screws were easy to screw in. Like I screwed them in with my hand, so they're not super hard at all to screw those in. So there we go. Got one in there. Got the second one in there. And again, guys, this is super easy. And it's highly recommended to put blankets down, because the black part you see there is actually felt. It's not like a solid sheet of paper or anything. That black you see there is very protective material that Silver Ticket uses on your frame. So it's recommended to use blankets under there to keep it dry and keep it free of lint and that kind of thing. So here we go, screwing in these screws here. And again, you want to use the flat screws. So we got the fourth one going in. So we got the fourth one going in, and you want to do this for the top and the bottom part of your frame, the longest parts of your frame. There are two metal rods that go in the top and the bottom. This is the top one I'm doing here. And here are the instructions that tell you exactly how to do it. Unpack all the parts. There you go. This is the bottom of the frame. And those holes line up real easy. So you want the holes on the bottom when you slide the rod in there. So there we go. Got one screw. Got two. Alright. Super easy, guys. Don't let it intimidate you. Now also too, heads up that I thought I was going to have trouble with the screen material itself, but I found that was also super easy. You just got to take your time with it. You got to be kind of delicate with it, because it is the screen material and it's super delicate, but don't be too afraid of it either, because you do need to stretch it to get it to fit onto the little pegs that are slid down the rods there. But it's not too hard. Just don't let it intimidate you. So then you want to, here's the rod here. You want to slide those together. Super easy. There you go. Looks like I couldn't get that one there. Had a hard time screwing that third one in. And at first too, they are a little, sometimes it doesn't seem like the holes are lined up, but they are. You just gotta keep working at it till you get those screws in, and they'll go right in. And a lot of times when I was screwing these in, the holes weren't exactly lined up, and I thought, man, I gotta adjust something or scrape some metal, but I didn't need to do that at all. So it was pretty easy. So, and fun too. I had a lot of fun putting it together. And what do we got here? This is slide the plastic snag lugs into the frame rails. Okay, here we go. We're going to slide the little plastic pieces. Each rail tells you exactly how many you need. And there's the bag that comes with it. And there's also some extras left over as well. So there you go. That's what they look like. And the shorter end goes in first, and the longer end stays up top. So you want to just slide her on in there. You got 7 of them. So put 7 pieces in there. There you go. And you just go all the way around it. 8 pieces there. There we go. Super easy, guys, and it looks so awesome too. Once it's up, you're going to be real happy with it. Real happy with the results. Seven pieces there. Cool. Highly recommended to put blankets or towels down just to protect the frame, and you don't get anything from the carpet on your frame. So that's highly recommended. And I had some leftover pegs, which is a good thing, and saved them just in case. You never know. Okay, right here, if you'll look at the top, those are the upper mounting brackets. There we go. So the upper ones have the larger part of the keyhole on the bottom. Right there. So you're going to have 2 of those. So you just slide them on in, and the bottom brackets are going to have the small part of the keyhole on the opposite end. So I'm putting in the top brackets right now, and I actually ended up not using the bottom brackets at all because I have put some screws in with anchor, with white anchor that goes in the drywall, which is totally strong. And obviously too, you need to find studs in the wall to place the screws into, so it'll hold your frame, because it is pretty heavy hanging there on the wall. So you want to make sure it's secured to the wall, and I'll show you that here in a minute. There's the 2 on top, and I believe these are the ones on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay, here's your corner pieces. Alright, and that piece, I'm going to end up flipping that. There we go. Flip that over. So you want it to look just like that when you put it in. Okay. And you just screw it in till you hear it, feel it stop. You don't want to screw too hard. Just wait till you feel the screw stop at the end. Right there. Okay. Got those 4 corners in. And what you also want to do is very important at this point, is you want to do 2 corners first. This corner, obviously. Let's do this corner first, and second corner. Okay, screwing those in, and it's going to be very important to, don't do 3 corners first. You want to do 2 corners at a time on each end there, so that you can slide the whole piece in, like slide the whole piece in the top part of the frame. So you want to do 2 corners at a time, the one on the right and then the one on the left. So you do 2 at a time, so that way you can slide the whole piece into the frame. You don't want to go around it 1, 2, 3, or else it won't work. And then you want to space out your white pegs for your screen material to go on before you put it on there. So you just kind of want to space them out a little bit so you won't have as much work to do later, which is what I did. Just give them a little space there all the way around it. There we go. Cool. All the way around. And now here comes the screen material. So you want to pull out your screen. It's going to be in a tube, cardboard tube wrapped around it. It's going to be wrapped around a cardboard tube, and you want the black part facing up as you roll it. So you want to be able to see the black part of the screen material. And then these are the rods. You want to pull those out first. These are your plastic rods that are going to go into the screen material too. It's kind of like setting up a tent. If you've ever set up a dome tent, these are little plastic rods to kind of keep the frame taut and shaped as it is placed onto your frame itself. So just kind of lay these rods all the way around. And it's highly recommended to put one rod in at the end, so as you pull the whole thing down, you can have it secured there, right there. So you want to secure one end, just 3 pegs there at the top. Leave the two, or a couple on each end open there, and you just want to grab that whole thing and just roll it all the way down the end of the frame. There we go. And it's highly recommended to take each straight-edged part of your frame and attach it. So you don't want to, and I used, rubber gloves, to keep the lint off and everything. So you just want to take each end, like the straight edge. This is going to reduce wrinkling later, and it's going to make it a whole lot easier to attach at each end. So you want to get the straight edge attached first on each straight edge, leaving a few on the sides open there. Alright, and then go ahead and attach the rest of it. It looks like I did a good job. Alright, and so if at the ends I had like little wrinkles on the corner, like right here, and what you want to do to help it unwrinkle is push the pegs up and down, is what I did to kind of work it out. And you just gotta kind of keep working it until you get like there's a little bit of wrinkle on the corners, but not much at all. And you just kind of want to keep on, messing with it till it comes, totally out. And it's not hard at all. Again, here's my before picture. This is the $34 screen that I bought off eBay, which is super helpful. If you've never bought a projector screen, it kind of gives you an idea. This is also 120 inch, so it's the same size, and it kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like, where to place your projector, that kind of thing. And I still have this too, so I'm holding on to this in case I go camping or something later. I'll always have that. It's really good. And here is that is still a before picture. So it's just before with what it looks like, showing YouTube on there actually. So it's not bad. That's actually a flash there, so you're not getting the full effect of that picture, but it does have a really good picture on it. It is transparent, so you want to keep that in mind. So it's just a great starter screen to have. Foldable screen, which is awesome to have. You can take it with you anywhere you want. So it's not bad at all. And this is the after. This is the silver ticket 120 inch screen hung up. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with it. This is actually a flash you're seeing on there from the camera, so you're not getting the full effect of what the screen looks like in total dark, but it's really good. This is with a flash, so if that tells you anything, it looks pretty good even with the flash on it there. But it's real nice. It looks real nice. Straight edges. And when you hang this, you're going to want to, obviously use those 2 screws with the anchors, wall anchors in there, and you'll have plenty in the bag when you see it there. They're little white anchors is the best word I could use for them to screw the bolts into. And I actually was able to do this by myself. I stood up on my entertainment center there and went behind the screen and pushed it a little to the left so that I could get behind it, and literally just I got a level which is very important. You're going to want to have a level when you install this screen, so that you make sure it's straight across, so that when you place your projector onto the screen, it's going to be on there evenly and straight. And it's not hard at all. I actually bought a level at Walmart, I think, for $6. So what you do is you take your level from the ceiling down and measure it down to the bolt, you know, the distance you want there, and just mark on the wall where you want it to go. So it's super easy. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. There is the picture there in the dark. So it looks pretty good, and again, you're not getting the full effect. You know, obviously too, I don't want to copyright or anything for me to move that picture. So, but it's a really great screen. You cannot see through it. It's black on the back, so there's no transparency there, and it's just an awesome screen. I'm super happy with it. It's just awesome screen. So, and it's, you know, good for your budget too. Like, anybody can get can have a home theater. It wasn't expensive at all. I paid like $600 for the actual projector. I've got an Epson projector I bought at Best Buy, and it's awesome. Like, you know, it's totally affordable, and you know, if you can only afford certain pieces here and there, that's, you know, that's cool too. You know, like, I bought a picture here and there. You know, that little car you see on the right is actually an pink Cadillac, Elvis pink Cadillac. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video.